first time viewer, welcome back. If you are a returning viewer, thank you for your likes, your comments, and your subscribes. This is a general message. If you would like to book a personal reading, you can find that information in the description box below. So this is a full moon reading. This is the second full moon in Capricorn. The first full moon in Capricorn was in June. It is not very often that you have two full moons in the same sign, so this is a rare occurrence. But let's pull some energy to see what messages come out. So Capricorn energy is all about stability and security, right? It speaks to Capricorns are very focused on their finances and on their homes and creating a foundation of wealth, right? So the full moon in Capricorn energy basically is focusing on building legacy and releasing anything that is preventing you from building and becoming more stable and grounded. So let's pull some cards to see what messages come out regarding this full moon energy. We'll start with some oracle, and then I'll pull some tarot, and then we'll pull 4 more oracle to close out the message. So what message do you have for the collective at this time? Help me to articulate a clear and concise message in order for it to be received in the way that you want it to best be received. Help me to see what it is that I need to see to get the message across as clear as possible. And help me to deliver any messages that you deem worthy in order to serve your highest good, for the highest good of humanity with harm to none. What messages do you have for the collective at this time regarding the full moon in Capricorn? The website is now live. If you would like to book a personal reading with me to see how this message resonates with you personally, there is an option on there for you to book a full moon reading. So feel free to do that if you feel called. What message do you have for the collective at this time regarding the full moon in Capricorn? What message do you have for the collective at this time regarding the full moon in Capricorn? Okay, I was getting ready to say maybe we need to switch the deck. Okay, so you have giving and receiving. It says Ma'at energy, self-sabotage, and shine, with celestial alignment at the bottom of the deck. So yes, exactly what I was just saying. Definitely the energy of being aware of what it is you're aligning yourself to when it comes to what you're building regarding your stability and security, right? So making sure that you are not pouring into or putting your effort into things that will give you an empty return, right? So making sure that you are being mindful of the things that you are putting your effort and attention towards, being mindful that you are aligning yourself not only with specific people, but also with specific mindsets, specific habits, right? That you're creating stable cycles, right? That will encourage the expansion and growth in the areas in which you are trying to build on your legacy, right? So definitely making sure that you are, the full moon energy is really like bringing your attention to the things that are no longer in alignment with what it is that you're trying to to build on. It is making you aware of the things, the habits, the mindsets that you are investing in that are not working to your benefit, but also habits that are really putting you in this energy of like self-sabotage, right? Energy that is keeping you stagnant and is kind of stunting your growth in a way, right? So making sure that you are investing in things that will give you an equal and balanced return, right? And look at this here. Do you see this? This right here is Capricorn energy. And this here at the bottom of this card is also Capricorn energy, right? So definitely making sure that you're grounding yourself and aligning yourself with things that are going to contribute to the growth and expansion in which you're trying to achieve, right? That you're not investing in things that will leave you with an empty return, or that you are not paying attention to things that are not really feeding your mind, that are not really feeding your body, or not really feeding your soul, right? That you're not investing into connections that are only seeking to receive from you, but are also looking to pour into you in the areas in which can contribute to your growth and the support of not only yourself, but the union that you share as well, right? Regarding maybe business partnerships, family relationships, friendships, romantic relationships. This is a general message, so keep that in mind. If you would like to know how it resonates for you personally, book a personal reading. Clarify giving and receiving. There's something being brought to your attention, right, regarding the areas in which you are creating your stability. I'm being, there's a balancing of the mind and the heart that's happening at this time, right? It's almost as if, how can I put this into words? Clarify giving and receiving. Keep in mind that whatever it is that you are investing in, you're not only doing so out of selfish reasons, right? Not doing so hoping to only receive something too, right? But when you're investing in things, you shouldn't only be focused on what you should receive from it, but you should also be focused on what it is that you can provide to that situation as well, right? Whether it's a sense of peace, whether it's a sense of security, whether it's a sense of balance and stability, right? Whether it's, it's going to be different for each of you. But there's definitely here, I'm being focused on the scales here on the Mach card, where you're, it's almost as if it's like balancing the scales of Anubis, right? Where you're comparing your heart and your mind to that of the weight of a feather, right? So making sure that you are not carrying or you're not building on things with a sense of regret. You're not building on things out of seeking a sense of revenge, right? You're not trying to achieve some sense of growth out of spite or negative intention, right? But that you are doing so out of pure intention, because whatever it is that you build on, that is what you're going to receive a return from. So if you are building or trying to create a stable foundation, or trying to move in a new direction, but you're doing so with vengeful intention, then you're only going to receive spite in return, right? Because that is what you invested into the situation. So just be mindful that whatever it is that you're investing into, you're doing so out of a pure heart, a clear mind, and a genuine soul, right? That you're not trying to do so out of the sense of creating illusion, or you're not manifesting from a place of confusion. Clarify giving and receiving. Clarify giving and receiving. Yeah. Again, that place of lack. You're not doing so out of a victim mentality, right? The Queen of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles with the Nine of Pentacles. Exactly, right? So that just clarifies what I was just saying, right? Making sure that you are not investing out of a place of lack, out of a place of the victim mentality, like, oh, woe is me, I never receive this, or I never get this, or this always happens to me, right? Being mindful of the thought process in which you are manifesting, right? Being mindful of the space that your heart is in, right? When you are manifesting, right? Being sure that you feel as if you have enough to give within whatever this foundation it is that you're looking to build on, right? Because the Queen of Pentacles is someone who, okay, first of all, the Nine of Pentacles, let's talk about this. The Nine of Pentacles is somebody who has the ability to create wealth for themselves, right? They have the ability to, it's almost as if this person has the favor of God placed on them, where they, God is kind of, or the Most High Source, the universe, however you refer, right? But it is somebody who has the ability to kind of make things happen for themselves, right? They have the ability to use their resources to their own benefit to create wealth within themselves, right? They create their own peace. They create their own love, right? They create their own finances. They have the ability to create their own stability, right? Security within the home, security and confidence within themselves, right? This is somebody who just makes things happen for themselves. It's an independent energy, the energy of not necessarily solitude, but more so independence in the aspect that they always have what they need, right? Whereas the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who has the ability to create resources that affect those around her, right? She has the ability to create a garden that not only feeds herself, not only feeds her family, but also feeds the community around her, right? She has the wisdom that not only blesses her and her immediate family, but blesses the community around her, right? And everybody who comes into contact with her. The Queen of Pentacles also has this sense of like mothering and like nurturing energy, where she just kind of like places her care, and people kind of feel her light and her sense of abundance and wealth just by being in her energy, right? So definitely making sure that whatever it is that you are creating, you're not doing so from a place of lack and from a place of victim mentality, right? Because you have all of the resources that you need right here with the Nine of Pentacles. It's just a matter of learning how to make those resources work for your benefit, so that you are able to create this sense of wealth that not only affects you, but everybody around you, right? That is the legacy energy. The Capricorn energy speaks to legacy. That's the Queen of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is the independent energy, where the full moon is kind of bringing you this sense of enlightenment in the resources that you already have available at your fingertips. It is making you aware of what it is that you have already created for yourself. It's also making you aware of the skills that you obtain within you that have the ability to create this sense of abundant wealth that will ultimately feed and help you build on your legacy. So being mindful that you're not playing the victim to your circumstances, being mindful that you are not pretending or not using your lack of motivation as an excuse to create this sense of wealth and security for yourself, right? Because if you use that as an excuse, to build on your legacy, again, that is what you will receive in return. You will receive efforts that are lackluster, efforts that do not completely bring you this sense of fulfillment because you are not pouring into it with your love and fulfillment, right? So if you're going to work every day and you're hating your job and you're complaining about all of the things that you have to do, and you are complaining about the situation that you're in, your job is not going to bring you any sense of peace or fulfillment because you don't already obtain that sense of peace and fulfillment within yourself, right? So you're not going to receive hope and love and abundance, right? Or the opportunity for growth within that position if you already go into it wishing that you had more, instead of coming to the table with more to offer and then using that opportunity as a resource to create more for yourself. I'm hoping that's making sense. Clarify self-sabotage. Clarify self-sabotage. It starts within you, right? So within, so without. As above, so below. As the soul is the universe. So whatever it is that you pour out into the universe, that is exactly what will be given to you in return. So definitely be mindful that if you are wanting to build a stable and secure foundation for yourself that feeds you, that brings you peace, that fills you with love and support and security and stability, right? You have to first obtain that within your confidence. You have to first obtain that by making things happen for yourself, right? By using your skills to make them work for your benefit. That way, when the opportunities do present themselves to you, you do receive that sense of fulfillment from it because that is what you have poured into it, right? So if you are, again, like almost as if like, you know, imagine making a meal and when you are cooking, you are complaining or you're speaking negative thoughts over the food that you eat. When you eat it, it's only going to put that negative energy back into your body because that is what you poured into it, right? You didn't make it with love and pure intention and with the intent to nourish your body, right? Your spirit and your soul. You did so out of the energy of responsibility. And that's just an example. It's going to resonate for each of you differently, but just keep in mind what it is that you're pouring into the manifestations that you're trying to bring to life. Because if you're trying to create something yet you're complaining throughout the process, it's not going to bring you fulfillment when you do start to see a return on that investment. Clarify self-sabotage. Yeah. The Two of Pentacles. Give me one more. And the Five of Wands. Yeah. There's almost a sense of like back and forth with, or the Three of Wands. Why did I say Two of Wands? With the Sun. Yeah. So there's definitely an awareness right here of you being like wishy-washy, back and forth, you not having this sense of stability, or you not having this stable mindset about what it is that makes you feel fulfilled, right? So you're waiting for something to happen for you. You're waiting for something to be brought to your attention, yet you're not completely sure what it is that will bring you that sense of fulfillment, right? So if you are really struggling to kind of paint this picture, or really struggling to kind of find the balance in what it is that makes you feel secure, then you might need to go back to the drawing board and do a little bit more meditating on what it is that will bring you this sense of peace, and what actions that you can take in order to receive this sense of fulfillment, right? Instead of going back and forth, taking one step forward and then 3 steps back, right? Because you took 1 step forward and then you're not seeing an investment, so now you've taken 3 steps back by complaining about the fact that you took 1 step forward and you didn't make any progress on your journey or on your path, right? It is a consistent, continuous energy in order to bring something to life within a manifestation, right? So you have to continuously make the effort. You have to continuously make the choice to fulfill this desire within whatever it is that you are wishing to bring to life, right? You have to continuously pour into this vision. You have to consistently take effort and actions towards this before you can see a return on your investment. You are not going to take 5 steps forward and then expect to be at your new destination, right? It is a continuous journey, right? You have to continuously put one foot in front of the other until you reach your destination. And so that is the energy of perseverance, right? So making sure that you're not just, again, putting effort into something hoping to receive something from it, but that you're doing so out of a sense of fulfillment, so that when you do reach your destination, you will receive that sense of fulfillment, right? Because you're not going to receive the fulfillment if that is not what you're pouring into, if that's not the intention that you're using to manifest with, right? If you're not so definitely being clear, right? Something is being made clear to you about what will make you feel peaceful, what will bring you that sense of prosperity, right? The 9 of Cups is that sense of self-fulfillment. What brings you peace? What makes you happy? What fills you with hope? What efforts or hobbies do you pour into that make you feel that sense of pride, that help to build on your confidence, that help to make you feel stable and secure, not only within your environment but within your own personal being, right? So definitely pouring into the things that you love, right? If you love caring for other people, then maybe applying for a position where you are a caretaker, right? If you love feeding other people, right? Investing yourself or applying for a position where that is ultimately what you're doing. You're a cook, you're a chef, you are ultimately feeding other people, right? If coloring brings you a sense of fulfillment, right, then do that. If putting a puzzle together brings you that sense of fulfillment, then do that, right? But not necessarily expecting a physical return right there in that specific moment. But the fact that the emotional currency is enough to bring you that sense of fulfillment should be enough, so that you can eventually turn that hobby or turn that investment or return into a stable and secure sense of currency, if that makes sense, right? So not only investing in things hoping to receive a physical return, but just doing things that bring you that sense of fulfillment will help to present opportunities to you that will create that sense of fulfillment within your physical reality. I'm really hoping that's making sense, right? Clarify, shine. So definitely you're being encouraged under this energy to let go of the things that don't contribute to your sense of how you perceive your legacy to be continued on, right? How you just being made aware of what types of foundations are you building on? What types of tools are you using to build this foundation, right? What type of intentions are you pouring into these plans? How are you making these plans, right? Are you sitting down and writing out a thoughtful intention in order to move forward, or are you just kind of going with the flow and doing whatever with no real clear sense of direction, right? You have to intentionally create a clear path that for yourself. That way you have the ability to create your own clarity with where it is that you feel you're being guided and directed to, right? Clarify, shine. Don't be your own worst enemy when it comes to creating and manifesting, right? Don't um, lie to yourself about what makes you happy. Don't lie to yourself about what brings you peace. Don't lie to yourself about what it is that you are feeling is no longer bringing you that sense of peace and prosperity, right? Be honest with yourself about the direction in which you truly are desiring to take, right? If you are and not only thinking about those things as well, but making sure that you're taking the steps in truth and honesty, right, to truly live the life that you desire, to create the legacy that you're trying to build, right? So if that means having to let go of something, being honest with yourself about the fact that it may be time to move on from something, whether that be a mindset, right? Whether that be habits, whether that be friends who try to keep you stuck and stagnant in certain areas, right? Whether that be you holding yourself back by not being disciplined, right? Making sure that you're being honest with yourself about how you need to commit yourself to the things that you truly desire, how you need to commit yourself to being more disciplined in putting one step forward and continuously moving forward on this journey, and not taking one step forward and asking God to carry you the rest of the way, right? Because he will carry you, but only if you're putting forth the effort to take the journey or take the path towards your destination on your own. Clarify, shine. Yeah, the Page of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, right? Not investing into things with no pure intention, right? Just kind of pouring into many different, being mindful about pouring into many different areas that aren't necessarily beneficial to the legacy that you want to leave, right? But being intentional about the opportunities that you're trying to create, making sure that you are doing so with the passion and fulfillment that you wish to achieve from it, right? Not just seeking some source of return, but being mindful about what it is that you have to offer this opportunity as well, right? You can't just expect to receive a healthy harvest from your garden if you aren't intentionally caring for the soil, intentionally watering it at specific times of the day, intentionally taking care of each plant, fruit, vegetable, herb, or whatever it is, with the intention of receiving a healthy harvest from it, right? You have to, in order to receive fruit that will feed you, you have to ultimately first feed it. So definitely being mindful about the opportunities that you are investing in, and not just expecting to receive a return from it, right? But being mindful of what it is that you have to offer the universe as well, right? Doing so with the fulfillment of your own personal pleasure, right? And not just, how can I put it into words? Give me something on this Page of Wands. The Magician, yeah. So using your desires for your benefit, right? The Page of Wands is also like a wanderlust and carefree, right? The energy of discovery, the energy of the Page of Wands can sometimes it's almost as if like finding joy within balancing these resources within the opportunities you're trying to create, right? So shifting your perspective about how you perceive what it is that you're trying to achieve. I'm hoping this message is coming out clear, because the way that I am seeing it is definitely, it's definitely the energy of having to grow, right? It's having to expand. It's having to move on from things that are no longer serving your highest good, but also having to ground yourself and to root yourself within the discipline of perseverance, within the discipline of forging your own path, right? This feels like a very independent energy, right? I'm not necessarily seeing a bunch of other people involved, but this is more so about the energy of you, the energy of what you're creating and how you are moving within this creation, right? How you're moving within these desires, right? What are your intentions? What are the opportunities, or what are the places or positions that you're putting yourself in order to bring these opportunities to life, right? Again, remaining committed to your dreams, remaining committed to your desires, no matter how hard that it may be, but also finding new ways to remain passionate about this new path, about this new plan, about this new desire, right? Because sometimes you may reach a point of stagnancy where you're not seeing much growth, right? But then all out of nowhere, the growth just kind of like comes in all at once, right? So it's almost as if you're in this place of like, it's almost as if this energy is kind of just like reminding you not to wallow in this energy of self-pity, not to wallow in this energy of victimhood, of, again, this Five of Pentacles. I don't have enough. I'm not receiving enough, right? I'm putting all this effort forward and I'm not seeing anything from it. But remaining encouraged, right? This energy is reminding you to remain encouraged about what it is that you're building, even if you don't see growth right away, right? Because again, you're not going to see a harvest the same day you plant the seed, right? You have to continuously nurture the plant with pure intention of seeing a healthy growth throughout the whole season, right? You can't just pour your attention and efforts into it within the first week and then by the end of the season hope to receive a healthy harvest. No, you have to continuously, even when you don't see a healthy return immediately, you have to continuously find new ways to create this healthy harvest, right? New ways to nurture and care for whatever this is that you're creating, right? Whether you're creating a family, whether you're creating a new position for yourself, whether you're creating a new lifestyle for yourself, right? Whether you're creating a new mindset for yourself, whether you're trying to work hard to create new circumstances or new habits for yourself. But definitely, if this is something that you truly wish to desire, you have to continuously put in new efforts, right? Trying new ways in order to bring whatever it is that you're trying to bring to life, right? Continuously nurturing this seed from various perspectives, from various ways in order to see a healthy return, right? So not giving up just because things don't seem to be working out for you, right? Sometimes you have to take a step back. Sometimes you have to take a look at things from a new perspective. And sometimes you have to take a minute to meditate and to listen to what it is that you need to do in order to nourish this in a way that it is desiring to be nourished, right? So maybe there's definitely the strong energy here of just remaining committed, remaining disciplined, right? And bringing whatever this is you're trying to bring to life. So let's pull 4 cards. I'm not going to keep this message too long. But let's pull 4 cards. 1 card for what we can learn from this message. 1 card for what we can create regarding this message. 1 card for what we can meditate on as the focus of this message. And 1 card for how we can Innovate new habits and new ways to remain encouraged regarding the importance of this message. So one card from what we can learn. One card for what we can learn. Trust with service at the bottom of the deck, right? So learning how to trust yourself, learning how to trust your intuition, learning how to trust the process, right? Learning how to trust your efforts, right? In what it is that you're trying to bring to life. Trusting that your efforts in the fact that you are doing so with pure, genuine intention will ultimately help to contribute to a healthy harvest, will ultimately help to contribute to the stability, the security, the safety, the wealth, the abundance that you are hoping to receive from this source of legacy that you're trying to build, right? Aligning yourself with your intuition, aligning yourself with the right mindset, aligning yourself with the right commitments and the right disciplines in order to ultimately create this sense of stability and security within the legacy you're trying to create. One card for what we can create. Acceptance and service is still at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, I am learning to accept the things I cannot change, right? So definitely that's that energy of the Page of Wands and the Magician, right? The ebb and flow of your manifestation, right? Pouring into it and then trusting that your efforts will not be in vain. Trusting that what you wish to receive or the intention that you are giving is the intention that you will ultimately receive. You can create this sense of grace for yourself. You can create this sense of forgiveness for yourself, right? And you can create this sense of confidence within yourself that you are doing everything that you can and ultimately to create that sense of safety and security you are trying to achieve, right? But not just having faith, not just creating that sense of hope within your mindset, but also creating that committed discipline within your reality, right? Again, not just hoping to achieve something when you're not really putting forth the effort, right? So you can't trust that you will gain that six-pack by just watching exercise videos, right? You have to actively go to the gym, right? So creating that sense of discipline and commitment within taking forth the actions in order to bring forth that safety and security within your reality. One card for what we can meditate on as the focus of this message. One card for what we can meditate on as the focus of this message. You have guilt with purpose at the bottom of the deck. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. I know what I am here to do, right? So meditating on, again, that Three of Wands, the vision, the intention, right? Why are you truly choosing to invest? Why are you truly choosing to take this path forward, right? And meditating on what it is that you feel truly brings you that sense of fulfillment with that Nine of Pentacles that was at the bottom of the deck here, right? That Nine of Cups that was also at the bottom of the deck here. What is it that truly brings you that sense of emotional fulfillment? Not only from what you can receive from it physically, but what brings you peace? What helps you to clear your mind, right? What helps you to clear your energy, right? What helps you to fill you up spiritually, right? Not just always looking at things from a financial aspect, not just always looking at things from what you can receive, but also what can you, meditating on what it is that you have to offer within your purpose. What is it that you have to bring? What opportunities can you create out of this legacy that you're trying to build, right? What sense of wealth can you create out of this legacy that you're trying to build? What sense of stability and security can you offer what it is that you're trying to receive from, right? And one card for what we can innovate. Health, with grief at the bottom of the deck. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it, right? So, innovating those, again, that Eight of Cups energy that I mentioned over here, right? Being comfortable with letting go, being comfortable with moving on to things that are no longer contributing to your growth, right? Creating new ways to fall in love with what it is that you're trying to create, right? Creating new ways to maneuver and to build on this opportunity that you're trying to create for yourself, right? What if you're trying to achieve, or you don't necessarily receive growth from just trying one way and it not working, right? Sometimes it takes a million ways. Sometimes it takes 5 ways. Sometimes it takes 50 ways, right? It depends on your personal journey. But creating a healthy mindset, creating healthy habits, and creating this healthy sense of discipline and commitment to yourself with the dreams that you are desiring to achieve, right? That is the message that I have for you guys. I hope that it resonates. I know that if you found this message, you will receive something from it. Bye.